Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel for another episode of our Manchester City Reboot Career Mode, where we sit after 13 Premier League games in 5th position. We are starting off our first fixture of December against 6th place Spurs, level on goal difference with us and level on points with us on 24 points. We are still 11 points behind league leaders Liverpool, who after December will really get a good idea of what is going to be our challenge this season. 11 points behind Liverpool, a busy December with lots of games. Still uncertainty surrounding Pep Guardiola's contract situation. Is he going to sign a new one? And that is probably playing a bit of a role in the club's underperformance at times at the start of this season. We've got things going now. We've got a record the same as Newcastle. Liverpool have not lost a single game yet. So this busy month of December, we need to see what Liverpool are all about and see how they finish the first leg of the season, you'd say, before going to the second leg. City tend to step up in the second leg of the season, don't they? That's where Pep Guardiola seems to find stuff tactically. It just seems to click. He finds his personnel, he finds his starting 11, and from January, not even January onwards, but a bit later, maybe February, March onwards, that's when things click for Manchester City. So we're waiting for that to happen. We just need to keep ticking things over, picking up points. 11 points is a lot to catch up to. Of course, we couldn't beat Liverpool to narrow that down. But really, we need to beat Liverpool away at Anfield, and then we've got to get 3 wins more than them at this stage, and we're 1 point clear of them in the Premier League table in the title race. But at the moment, I wouldn't say we're in the title race. I wouldn't say Palace, United, Newcastle, Spurs are in the title race. Even Arsenal down in 7th on 20 points, really underachieving. It looks like at the moment it's just a one-horse race, and Liverpool are far ahead in it. We welcome Spurs to the Etihad with 3 points on the line, desperately needed really to keep in touch with Liverpool. Well, this is Ange Postecoglou's Tottenham Hotspur side. Heung-min Son is unavailable and injured. That is brilliant because he's a bad luck charm for Manchester City. They start with Vicario on goal. It's Jed Spence, Captain Romero, Van der Ven and Udogie, the back four. Bissouma and Skip in the midfield two with Maddison in front. Kulusevski and Werner in the wide areas, with Dominic Solanke signed as striker up top. On the bench, Chiesa, Ivan Toney, Pedro Porro, Bentancur, Dragusin, Vélez and Forster on the bench. Ange Postecoglou's side play a certain type of football, don't they? They've won 3, drawn 1 and lost 1 of their last 5 games. A little bit inconsistent, and we're hoping that they can follow those inconsistencies into today's game. This is how we're going with against Spurs today. Edison starts in goal. It's Akanji, Stones, Diaz and Vardiol, the back 4. Rodri, Guimaraes and Kevin De Bruyne, the midfield 3. Foden on the left, Savio on the right, and Erling Haaland through the middle on the bench. We've got Alvarez, Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Oscar Bob. We've got Kyle Walker, Nathan Ake and Stefan Ortega, but we've got a few unhappy faces in the City side, players unhappy with game time, something that will be addressed perhaps, have to be addressed in January, but we've got a very big, very busy December where tired legs are going to play a part and a lot of players are going to get some game time, I'm sure. So here at the Etihad Stadium for a big one, Tottenham Hotspur, who are one of Manchester City's bogey sides, a side that always tend to come out with a result against City, it feels like. They got their first ever win at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium last season, and Spurs come to this ground here today, level on points in Manchester City and looking to jump us into the top 4. Manchester City versus Spurs here today. Both sides level on points in the Premier League table. City come again. Oh, Diaz, that is absolutely embarrassing. Werner. And Spurs are through 1-on-1 with Edison now. And Timo Werner makes a big mistake. Edison drops on it, but Ruben Diaz. Right to Savinho. De Bruyne. Flicks it on. Foden on the volley. City score against Spurs. Phil Foden with a goal at the far post. 1-0 against Tottenham. It comes from Foden at the far post, just drifting off the fullback. Dragged them one way. De Bruyne flicks it on. Spence is narrow. And a good finish by Phil Foden past Vicario. Straight across the goalkeeper. What a finish by Phil Foden. Manchester City take the lead here. So far, so good for Manchester City. 1-0 lead Spurs, but we got lucky because at the other end it could have been a goal straight away. Oh, Edison, you lucky boy. What is that pass by Edison? Straight to Solanke. Look at the space of Phil Foden. And Manu Akanji only goes and finds him, doesn't he? And here's Foden again up against Jed Spence and he beats him for pace. Foden. Brilliant from Foden. Foden for City. 2-0 Manchester City over Spurs. Phil Foden with a double off that left-hand side. Brilliant from Phil. 2-0 City. He celebrates in front of the Spurs fans, just using his pace here, Foden. Past Spence. Romero gets across. It's too late. And Phil Foden, he's second of the season. Under a new contract now. Committed his future. to Manchester City forever, basically. What a finish from Phil. Angie's side are 2-0 down. Come on, City. Good Foden again. Jed Spence. He can't get anywhere near Phil Foden at the moment. Foden through to Haaland. City unlock. Come again. Here's Erling Haaland. Haaland. Haaland over the keeper, off the line by a doggy. Guimaraes back to Haaland. 3-0 City versus Spurs. Hammer blow for the Tottenham Hotspur side. Wow. 3-0 from out of nowhere. City smashing Spurs here. Jules sends controllers low. What does it matter? Well, Haaland's had a shot cleared off the line. Stones back down. It deflects. Guimaraes for the challenge. Then Erling Haaland, first time finishing the right foot. He rifles it into the top corner. He makes no mistake, Erling Haaland. It's impossible for Vicario. 3-0 Manchester City. Come on. What an unexpected game we've got on our hands here. He goes a little back heel into Phil Foden. And Spurs in trouble again here. It's Foden. They go tight to Foden. They get Haaland. Foden keeps going. Foden for the hat-trick here. Phil Foden for the hat-trick here. Foden rolls it wide. Kulusevski has been quite lively on this side, actually, against Vardiol. Kulusevski. Kulusevski still. Kulusevski still. Kulusevski! What a goal that would have been. Big save from Edison behind for a corner. I'd like to be 3-0 up at half-time, Manchester City. Trying to get Spurs to press us, really. Vardiol, fouled here. Nothing given. Nothing given at all. Vardiol the foul. Counter here through Kulusevski. Kulusevski! Edison just watches that go past him. No clean sheet for Manchester City, 3-1. Really poor goalkeeping from Edison there. I mean, they give it away. I thought it was a foul, personally. The hits on the counter. I mean, Edison doesn't even put his hands out or anything there. Just watch it go into the back of the net, 3-1. Spurs pull one back. Guimaraes. Space for Savinho here. Here is Savinho. Crosses one into Haaland. It was going towards him. Rodri's going to hit one. Absolute cracker from miles out there, Rodri. De Bruyne. Oh, tackle from behind De Bruyne. Second tackle from behind for the day. De Bruyne's gone down injured here for Manchester City. And this does not look good because Kevin De Bruyne, the captain, is down. And this really does not look good for Kevin De Bruyne. He's down, not getting up. Haaland looks really worried for him. So is Bruyne Injury and Rodri. And he's going to be forced off injured here, Kevin De Bruyne. Well, Jack Grealish will come on. Oscar Bob's going to come on for Savinho. Walker for Akanji. Maybe Vardiol for Ake as well. We'll see it again here. It's a tackle from behind. He twists the knee, Kevin De Bruyne. And he does not get back to his feet. Walker into a wide area. Walker for Manchester City. What a bit of powerful running from Kyle Walker. Pull it back to Phil Foden. For the hat-trick, Phil Foden. Big save by Vicario. And it will be a free kick Spurs' way. Multiple attempts to try and take him out then. Free header! 3-2. Spurs are back in it again. What terrible defending from Manchester City. Who is surprised? Ruben Diaz, I think it is. Losing a header to Kulusevski. Why is Diaz so poor in the air? No command of his box at all. 3-2. The doggy. Nice turn on Vardiol. Who's so tired he can't recover. The doggy. Vardiol. Fouls in the box there, it felt like. Referee says play on. Away. Guimaraes onto Grealish. Jack Grealish will run it into space for Manchester City. And play into Erling Haaland here. And Haaland's got a chance to run at the opposition. And here's Erling Haaland for Manchester City. And it's Haaland. And it's Haaland for the hat. For the 4. It's not a hat-trick. But number 4 for Manchester City. A 4-2 win over Spurs. A big one. Massive goal. Him and Foden today have stepped up massively. And on the counter, Grealish plays in Erling Haaland. He uses physicality so well. He uses his pace so well. He bursts away. And he finishes off the chance. With the right foot underneath Vicario. Just over him, actually. Just over Vicario in the end. Good finish by Haaland. 4-2 Manchester City. And despite shipping 2 goals here today, and looking like he was going to get quite nervous towards the end, Erling Haaland has made sure that isn't the case. Time whistle goes. A big 4-2 win for Manchester City at home against Spurs. 3 points against the side in and around us. That won't get us any closer to Liverpool because the chances are they'll win their games, but it does put us a bit of a gap between them. And it does continue this win streak that we're on. Well, worrying information coming around Manchester City at the moment about Kevin De Bruyne. He's set for a knee scan after new worrying injury. And we've seen De Bruyne pick up some injuries, haven't we, over the past few years. Hamstring injuries that have ruled him out for a long time. It's happened a few times for Kevin De Bruyne in finals and so on. And I just have a feeling that this is going to be bad news. I have a feeling this is going to be a really bad one for De Bruyne. The way he went down holding his knee, the fact that he didn't get back up, the fact that he was immediately subbed off and forced off the field makes me think we could be seeing a really, really bad injury upcoming for Kevin De Bruyne. And Sky Sports News reporting it. It's breaking news. And I expect it to be bad news. Well, it's absolutely terrible news for Kevin De Bruyne. It couldn't have been any worse. Kevin De Bruyne has suffered an ACL injury, an anterior cruciate ligament injury. 7 months without Kevin De Bruyne. That is possibly his season over already. Another possible career-ending injury after that hamstring injury he had where his hamstring completely snapped. And De Bruyne's season's over. That is crushing. Absolutely crushing that we're going to lose Kevin De Bruyne now. One of our top players is out. Well, still 11 points off league leaders Liverpool, it seems. Oh no, it's a little bit different. It's changed. We're not 11 points off league leaders Liverpool. They have dropped points. They have lost a game, Liverpool. Who did they lose to? A 2-2 draw with Leicester City. A 2-1 defeat to Fulham. Very interesting. In 4th place, and the league title race is starting to open up a little bit, perhaps. Crystal Palace in 3rd place, Newcastle in 2nd place, Liverpool in 1st place, but we have played 14 games, the same as Manchester United, less than Palace, less than Newcastle, less than Liverpool, and we can push ourselves up the table and start to get quite a bit closer to league leaders Liverpool. And we said December would be a big month for Liverpool to see how they are going to be title race-wise. They've lost the game, and it certainly is going to be a big month now, because City can start to just close in on that big ground, that big space between the two sides. Unai Emery's Aston Villa aren't doing so well in the league. They currently sit in 11th place, but in the Carabao Cup they did knock us out, didn't they, straight away. A 2-0 defeat in that one. Their team today is Watkins and Felix up top, with Buendia, McGinn, Barkley and Coleman in the midfield 4. Cash, Pau, Torres, Diogo Carlos and Ian Matson in the back 4. Emi Martinez starts in goal. Lo Celso, Onana, Digne and also Bailey, Dobbin, some of the attacking options on the bench to come on and make a difference. But that is a very good start 11. A start 11 that should be higher than 11th in the Premier League table. This aside for Aston Villa today, Edison starts in goal. It is Walker, Captain Diaz, Ake and Vardiol, the back 4. Rodri will take the captain's armband today. No Kevin De Bruyne, who's out for 7 months, so it's Kovacic, Rodri and Phil Foden in the midfield 3, with Doku on the left, Xavi on the right and Erling Haaland through the middle. We've got Alvarez, Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Guimaraes, Lewis, Stones and Ortega on the bench. So Manchester City versus Aston Villa. The Premier League's top goal scorer, 15 goals so far in 15 Premier League games, is Erling Haaland, who's looking for 60 or 70 goals this season. Buendia. Nice play by Emi Buendia. He's got a pass to go to, and Nathan Ake, good defending. Behind for a corner for Aston Villa here. Another top side we face today. Walker heads it down away. Coleman can't keep it in, throwing for Villa. They're down in 11th though, Villa, surprisingly. Walker across. Edge of the box they go. Space on the far side. Vardiol's lost Buendia here. Edison comes out, makes the save. And Vardiol gets it away. We yet to have a shot on target, or a shot on goal. Villa have had quite a few on ours. Jeremy Doku. Haaland, Doku. Jeremy Doku here. Running through, Doku. Doku for Manchester City saves. Savinho at the far post. And he hits it straight at the Emi Martinez. Matson edge of the box here. John McGinn blocked by Ake. And Diaz down towards Phil Foden. A nice touches from Phil Foden. And brilliant from Foden. And Foden pings on wide to Savinho. Against Matson. Past him. Foden. Kovacic on the turn. Mateo Kovacic catches it. But it's down the middle and it's at Emi Martinez. Foden waiting to go towards Doku. Didn't make the run. Foden this time. Wide to Savinho. Onto that left foot. Savinho. It's a save by Martinez again. Inside Savinho. What a bit of run from Savinho here. Brilliant running Savinho. Foden. Back onto Savinho. Back through to Erling Haaland. What a bit of football. Cut out by Emi Martinez, the goalkeeper. But brilliant from Savinho and Foden. Well, Felix works it wide here. John McGinn and a big save for Edison behind for a corner. Big game. Top class game at Villa Park here. Between City and Aston Villa. Whip one in. Walker misses the header. Edison palms it round the post here from a Joao Felix header. Wide to Savinho. Savinho up against Diego Carlos, his fellow Brazilian. Edge of the box. It's Joško Vardiol! And it's just past the post by the fullback. Vardiol. Haaland. Foden. Vardiol is in there and away by Emi Martinez again. Wide to Jeremy Doku here. Doku runs at Matty Cash. He'll beat him for pace. Doku. Doku. Onto Haaland for a square, and Emi Martinez makes another save. Been very good, the goalkeeper today. Phil Foden over the corner. Shot to Savinho. Clips it in. Haaland in there. Falls to Ake. And a handball against Ake and a free kick Villa. Flies it forward to Haaland. On to Jeremy Doku. Well played, Erling Haaland. Jeremy Doku for City. Doku. Wide to Savinho. Savinho for City. Run it Ian Maatsen. He's past Maatsen. To the byline. Savinho. Savinho. Doku. Jeremy Doku! Blocked away by Pau Torres. Corner ball. Okay. Over top here. Haaland is there! Haaland heads it wide. What a ball by Ake. Into the box for Erling Haaland, who heads it wide there. Looking for number 16 of the season in the Premier League. Into Kovacic. Wide to Jack Grealish. Grealish. Cross him. Alvarez takes it down the box. Alvarez in the turn here. Alvarez back in. Blocked away. Alvarez back out. And another corner for Manchester City, who continue to push for that winning goal. Rodri on the corner. Swung in. It's Haaland! It's over the bar by Haaland. Grealish in behind to Haaland. Gets the right side of Pau Torres here. Haaland. Pulled it back. Alvarez! Alvarez scores for Manchester City. He's offside. I thought he'd done it in the last minutes. It's Bernardo Silva offside in the box. Oh, it doesn't affect that VAR. It doesn't affect that. Perfectly good goal, but Bernardo Silva stood there, ruled out for offside. How frustrating. Ake in there. We thought we'd won it to the death. Ake, great play, Guimaraes. Bernardo Silva. Haaland. Referee! Foul on Erling Haaland, nothing given. Full-time whistle goes. A 0-0 draw with Aston Villa. It should have been 3 points. Erling Haaland stays down. Let's hope that's not an injury for him. But that should have been 3 points, Manchester City there. Bernardo Silva stood in the way and ruled out Julian Alvarez's late goal. Well, an episode surrounded by injury news, and more injury news this time on Erling Haaland. He did pick up a bit of an injury there at the end of that game against Aston Villa. Man City is facing an injury crisis perhaps, with Erling Haaland set for medical tests over a foot injury that the striker picked up in that game against Aston Villa. So Kevin De Bruyne has already been ruled out until the end of the season. If we lose Erling Haaland as well, this Manchester City side will be in big, big trouble. And Pep Guardiola will have to find some sort of way to try and fix it, because that is really bad. Thank you for watching. Please like the video if you haven't already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let's just sweat and wait and hope that we go into the next episode, we get some good news on Erling Haaland's injury problem, because otherwise this could be the end of our season already. We'll see you guys next time.